Hello and welcome to today's calculus lesson. And today's lesson will be FTC, or fundamental theorem of calculus. And the general rule is the integral from a to b f of x dx is equal to f of b minus f of a, where f of x is the antiderivative of f of x. And I'll get straight to the point with the example right here. And the example problem is the integral of 1 to 5 x squared minus x dx. And first step, you have to integrate x squared minus x, and you get x cubed over 3 minus x squared over 2 to the integral, or to limits 1 through 5. And the next step is actually using the FTC, which is f of 5 minus f of 1. And you get 125 over 3 minus 25 over 2 minus 1/3 minus 1/2. And then next step would just be simplifying, and you get 88 over 3. It says see figure 1.1. I actually drew a graph for this problem, and basically this is the curve right here, x squared minus x. A is 1, B is 5. I marked it out, and the area is 88/3 right here. I also included IVT, or the intermediate value theorem, because this long definition basically says between intervals a through b there is a certain value c, in this case, which is basically an area. And yeah, I also included this 3D model right here. It's not much, it's made out of styrofoam, but this is basically the graph, and they cut out an area under a curve. And this basically kind of in 3D shows what an area under a curve is pretty much like. Hello and welcome to part 2. I'll just be doing more example problems on the whiteboard. And our first example is the integral from limits 1 to 3 x squared plus 2 dx. Step 1 is to integrate, and you get x cubed over 3 plus 2x to the limits 1 to 3. Step 2 is actually use FTC, and then you get, in the process, you get 3 cubed over 3 plus 2 times 3 minus 1 cubed over 3 plus 2 times 1. And then you simplify everything, and you get 38 over 3. This is a really short, quickie. Example 2, let R be the region in first quadrant bounded by y squared equals x and x squared equals y. And we have to find the area. And the area formula would be the integral from a to b, top function minus the bottom function dx. And then in our situation, we have the integral from 0 to 1, square root of x minus x squared. And then you use FTC, and you get 2x to the 3/2 divided by 3 minus x cubed over 3 to the limit 0 to 1 is equal to 2/3 minus 1/3 equals 1/3 for that area right there between 0 and 1. Hello, and so this is our last part, and since you know how to use FTC and solve it out algebraically, there is another way you can try to solve the area relatively quickly, and here it is. Get a graphing calculator right here. You type in the equation in the y equals graph button. So we'll do this one right here, x squared plus 2, and we graph it. And let me zoom out. And you should get something like this. And then to find this area on the calculator, press second Calc, and you go down to 7, number 7, and it'll ask you for a lower limit. The lower limit on this problem was 1, so you just type in 1 and press enter. Then it'll ask you upper limit, and the upper limit was 3, enter, and you should get about 12.667. and if you look over here, that's 38.3, 12.667. Alright, thanks.